Hey guys, real quick. This short video is sponsored by Duke Cannon. Get some of their cologne and don't smell like a little bitch. Woman will thank you for it. Trust me. Click the link in the description and get free shipping on orders over $25.
Now, I always put out on TikToks that and on the podcast that I could get married again, but I wouldn't do it without a prenup or separate banking accounts. Now, the reason why I say separate banking accounts isn't because I think it's going to protect my assets. It's because it's going to protect me from fighting.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I feel like
110%.
Because when I was married, that was like our biggest fights were always financial. And it was because I wanted to buy something here and she wanted to spend that money over here. And so I would go and buy my thing and she'd get mad at me for buying whatever. So the way I look at it is, well, if I took that out of the equation where I have an account, she has an account, and then we have a joint community account for bills and stuff, as long as we're both, putting money into the bill pot and bills are getting paid, then it doesn't matter what I'm doing with my bank account here. And it doesn't matter what she's doing. She can go buy shoes and shit and go get her hair done.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So I think that's what more people should do that.
But I wouldn't look at it like it's some kind of asset protection. It's just it's a fight protection.
Yeah. Oh, 110%, 110%.
Yeah.
But I just say that because I think some people get that idea, right? So I'm going to put it in a separate account so it becomes separate property.
Right.
That actually gets, believe it or not, Louisiana, if you didn't know, has the longest bar exam in the country, right? So we have,
I think you mentioned that in the last episode.
Yeah. So we have like a full week, right? And one of the things that they always test almost every year, and they call it Code 1, is in the division of property, is it'll always be like husband, wife, no prenup, right? Husband will bring in a separate portion of money, right? He struck it big, right? He brought it into the marriage and he puts it in the checking account, right? And he doesn't touch it, right? And then wife tries to come after it. And they ask you how you divide it, right? So since they didn't have a prenup, like I said, you go back to like what's gained out of the marriage. And that also, by the way, goes to debts too. So a lot of people want to take just the good. Right. They don't think about like what I owe, right? So they just want to take the money, the good part. They don't want to take the bad part. But that being said, so you have this pot of money that's just sitting there. So that would be separate because you brought it into the marriage, right? However, what's not is what they'll get you on is the interest, right? So let's say that pot of money is just sitting in the bank account and it's getting, 3% interest a year. That 3% that you gained on it of whatever is going to be community property, and you would have to split it with them.